Welcome back once again to the Pitlane Pals Formula One podcast. We are here to preview the Sao Paulo Grand Prix this weekend in Brazil. It is Friday. Yes, Friday, November 1st. Had to remember really quick. And we are just doing splendid. Pushing through some tired fatigue to talk about Formula One. Practice 1 has just wrapped up, and one key thing stands out on the standings, and that's Oliver Bearman got P3 in practice. And of course, it's practice. I'm not trying to overdo anything, but that's impressive. He's in a Haas. I haven't seen any of the other Haas drivers getting that high in the practice sessions much lately. So props to him. That's a really good showing. And again, I like Bearman a lot. He's been successful in the Haas and the Ferrari now. This year alone, 2 cars in one season. And I think he's going to be really, really good. And I think this is another, example of that. But something else happened.
Well, first of all, I want to say some things here. Okay.
Okay.
Looking at the timing screen, because I just wanted to pull this up. Bearman's best lap was a 1 minute 10.8, and his then teammate Nico Hülkenberg, who's actually known for being pretty quick in the Haas. At least he's been doing really, really well this past season. He pulled out 1 minute 11.1. So my guy just went 0.3 quicker than Nico in the Haas. Now, I don't know if Sao Paulo is just like that one track where Haas just absolutely puts a rocket onto their car. At least, they seem to be pretty lucky there. Like, obviously the K-Mag pole, I think last year was, I believe, was due to luck. Was it last year? Was it 2 years ago?
2 years ago, I think. It was 2 years ago.
Okay.
I think it was 2 years ago.
Yeah, but they seem to always have like a very, very. I don't even know what to call it really, but Sao Paulo is their place. Maybe they should open a HQ in Sao Paulo. I don't know.
Maybe.
Either way, really, really great showing for Bearman. Also, really, really great to see that the criticism that has been around Bearman lately about how he performed in a Ferrari, getting into F1 already, then in a good car. It's kind of bound to be a great showing. Putting that criticism kind of behind now in the Haas, showing he can also show some pace there.
Well, he already did that. Remember when he drove the Haas for a race when K-Mag was suspended?
Yeah, but further.
Again. Yeah, further reinforcing. Okay, I get the message. One thing I was gonna mention was on the timing screen as well, just that the McLarens do look quick. Which could be, a good sign for the championship battle, and the Red Bulls do not look quick. Again, it's just practice 1, and there's not a lot of time to, get your laps in and your programs done when there's a sprint weekend like this. So who knows? I will check the tire allocation as I'm saying this. So I know what tires everybody was using, because I did not catch it because I am freshly awake. But
I hope this voice crack just now wasn't caught by me.
Oh, did you voice crack?
I fully voice cracked.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, that's lovely. Oh, whoa. Sorry. Anyways.
Whoa.
I was trying to check the tires. I'll figure it out later.
Production team's having some issues here.
Yeah, seriously. Little bit messy podcast episode right now. Anywho, Max Verstappen, where's I was going to go with this, is they look slow. And Max Verstappen has a 5-place grid penalty because of an
new engine
swap. Yes, that's interesting. I guess we'll see how big of an impact that'll actually have when we see sprint qualifying.
He cut through the grid pretty quickly. Also, in Mexico.
Yeah,
like 20 seconds is a severe penalty, but 20 seconds to Max Verstappen is more like 5 because he still ended up in the points. And
true.
I don't think a lot of drivers would be able to do that.
No, that's very true.
Yeah. But Sao Paulo is also very difficult to overtake on. Like, you need to have a big pace advantage because the straights aren't that long. I mean, the big main straight, then going down into the downhill section, you could send it down there. Yeah, I don't know. Let's just hope he doesn't get stuck on the DRS train because I'd love to see a great fight with Max and Norris.
Me too. And I will mention that it's going to rain in Sao Paulo this weekend as well.
Oh yeah, it's gonna rain.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
So who knows what that's gonna do. But it's definitely gonna rain. It's supposed to rain Saturday and Sunday. So qualifying, maybe, I don't know what time it's supposed to rain on Saturday. But definitely Sunday, and that'll be very, very interesting to see how that affects.
I feel like Norris is really good in the rain, but
Yeah.
also it's like
But it's Max Verstappen. So.
it's Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen is a king in the rain. And I always think back to Russia with Norris and rain. And I mean, he's matured, but that's just something where it like
Do you want to
it
pit
gets
for?
me
Do
back.
you want to pit for Inters?
No.
No.
God, that one killed me.
That
I
ate
swear.
at me for a long time because it was, when's Norris gonna get his
It
first
was
win?
bad.
Is this it? Is this the moment? And then he didn't do it. He just, yeah. And then it took him 2 years
he, like,
later.
For real. And it's like as he like flew off, and you saw like Hamilton coming by, it was just like, oh my god, I can't believe it.
Had that video on
Can't
replay
believe
in my brain for a couple years there. I've kind of forgotten about it now that he won Miami. But
Sorry for bringing it up to you, mate.
yeah,
Sorry.
that was traumatizing when it happened.
It was.
What else is going on this weekend before we do our predictions?
Okay, so how last time I did like some random facts
Yes.
about Mexico. I can hit you with some more random facts. I feel
Okay.
like I'm kind of here for the T in F1.
I'm ready for the random facts.
Lance Stroll had his birthday 3 days ago, right? And talking about T and F1, his girlfriend removed all of the pictures with him on his birthday. So
Wait,
we
I
don't
didn't
know
know
what
that
happened
part.
there. Yeah, we don't know what happened there. Just bringing across the news, but that's actually like absolutely crazy. Then also, I have a quote from Zach Brown. I think Ferrari is a bigger concern because they're capable of putting together 1-2s.
I did see that.
So, like,
that was a heavy shot
the-
at Sergio Perez, which I thought
It's
was
like,
really funny.
I feel like as it started, as Perez was like a bit slower, they were always very cautious. They were like, Perez is talented. Nowadays, they just like shoot at him fully, like throw that guy under the bus.
Yeah.
And even Max does it. And like even like in the press conferences, like, yeah, Red Bull's a concern, but they also only have one car because Perez is always
Yeah.
driving
They're
somewhere
not really
else.
hiding it anymore. It reminds me of, it's like if you ever like go to somebody like your friend's house or whoever's house and they have like a really old dog, and he comes in the room and you're just like, oh, hey man, how you doing? And he like walks in slowly, looking good. And that's how it was for a long time. But now they're starting to get sick of paying for his food because he's not dying, and so now he walks into the room and they're just like, man, he's just not capable of anything fun anymore. And that's the equivalent of Sergio Perez at Red Bull right now. They were giving him like pity old dog points, and now they're just kind of sick of him and they want to get rid of him.
Yeah,
It's like,
bro isn't worth the treats.
he's not worth the treats. It's exactly what I'm saying. And I mean, hey, you know what? I think I hold it against him because of that one embarrassing time that I said he would finish above Max.
Yeah, that was
a
quite
bad
the
prediction
one.
on my part.
I got 2 more facts, by the way. 2 more
Okay.
facts, and then we're through with this little episode here. No, there's a pace comparison of Verstappen's stint on the hards to Magnussen's stint, and going off the average, obviously, Magnussen was 1/10 quicker than Verstappen. So
In
my
practice?
guy was no in the race, Mexico.
Oh.
So he was absolutely flying. I don't know what happened to him, but he was showing it, and there was like this one post I saw on Insta about if Ferrari were to win the constructors championship, Ollie Bearman will become the first rookie to win the championship since Jacques Villeneuve in 1996, which is crazy to think about because he does kind of belong to Ferrari since he scored points in the Ferrari. So his points are also in the Ferrari Constructors Championship.
Oh, that's interesting to think about.
That's crazy. Like I didn't think about that at all. But
It's
now I'm
kind
just
of like
thinking,
cheating,
Jesus
but
Christ.
Oliver Bearman would
That
have a
is-
crazy like welcome to Formula One stat. Like just coming out the gate, he'd have a lot going for him. I mean, he already does have a lot going for him, but he'd probably be the most statistically established. He probably already is one of the most statistically established rookies we're ever gonna see next year. Because I'm still counting him as a rookie next year, because whatever.
You
But
you kind of have to. It's
yeah,
only
yeah.
it's only fair to. It's only fair to.
Mhm.
It kind of feels like he's not a rookie anymore. He's been getting a lot of experience in a F1 career lately, anyways. But it's
Yeah,
like I also just love Bearman because his dad just seems so nice.
true.
Like something that doesn't sit right with me with Verstappen. Obviously, it's not their fault, right?
Well, it's not Max's fault,
Fathers are
but
fathers.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
not
But
fathers
I
are
just
fathers.
I just
Max's dad crosses the line of fathers are fathers and starts to step into
bro,
abusive behavior. But anyways, go
he's
on.
like Jesus Christ. Max's dad is just every single time I see him on TV, and I have seen him in real life actually. I have seen the guy.
The fuck were you
I
doing?
have.
Oh, you went to the Red Bull testing thing, didn't you? Or like the
Yeah,
old
I
yeah.
was at the Red Bull thing in at the Nürburgring, and
Didn't know you
I
guys were
saw
cool like that. My
Yes
bad.
Verstappen. Nah, bro, we didn't talk. He was busy. Might ring him after this
Okay.
episode.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
But
Oh, okay.
he's just someone you see him and it's just like God, bro. You can just tell. You can
No, I
just
agree.
tell. You know, I'm not gonna say
Yeah.
more, but you can just tell.
I get what you're saying. One thing I did see or I did think was interesting was that Valtteri Bottas just said, "I don't think I can do any more to prove that I deserve the Sauber seat." He's just like he's giving it up, and I honestly would not be surprised if Valtteri Bottas just hangs it up.
I feel like it's
Like
coming
what
back
is he bringing?
to the old dog thing you brought up with Perez. It's like Bottas is
It's the
kind
same
of
thing.
there,
It's like oh
but not really. But
yeah,
also, what's really interesting about this, I saw Joe talking about next year, and that he's actually thinking he has quite a good chance of getting another contract.
that's crazy
I don't think I've seen the guy
because he
close to
hasn't
the
done
top
anything.
10 anytime soon. Like
The thing
recently,
I
I
will
mean.
say though is that Sauber is like historically bad.
And that's what he said. He said
It's
he
like
showed a lot of pace in Bahrain, like he in the first race. How as the Sauber was still performing, he was showing that he can drive quickly and that he had enough pace to show. I believe he actually even finished above Bottas, which kind of makes sense with the statement. But at the same time, the rest of the season he has done like nothing, literally nothing.
yeah, yeah. No, it again. I know we've talked about this before in the regard of like the Sauber being what it is right now. But I will say, if there was any criteria to see who you kick out, Joe is higher in the standings.
Is he?
I
Because at the
guess
same time, he
he
brings
is.
in a lot of money. He brings in
He
a
is higher in the
shit
standings,
ton of
though.
money. Oh,
Him being higher in the standings may have something to do with it. Is all I'm saying. So
sorry. He's higher in the standings?
yes.
How so? They don't have points, do they?
No, but like based on average finish, probably. It's like how if there were two drivers that had the same amount of points in the standings, one is higher because he's finished higher on average or whatever. Or maybe it's I don't know if
Mate,
it's highest finished in position or if it's average.
Sargent is in front of Bottas.
Yeah, I saw that. I was just about to mention, but when we finish this topic, or not finish the topic, but finish this debate about Joe, was that Sauber is so bad that both their drivers are below 20.
Oh. That's
Like,
true.
both
that's
both
pretty
of their
bad.
drivers are 21 and 23, which is more than
And it's
there
the
are
only
drivers
team-
on the grid.
It's the only team where both drivers don't have any points.
Yep. It's bad.
So
And
it's
Logan
rough.
Sargent is beating Valtteri Bottas. It means he's had a better season than Valtteri Bottas.
Get this man back into F1.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. I've been.
No,
I've been
please
telling-
don't.
I've been-
Honestly,
I've been telling
honestly,
the-
no.
You know,
No.
I actually saw. I'm not gonna mention this in like a serious way. I wasn't actually gonna mention it at all, but there was a headline saying that Christian Horner was spotted leaving the Williams motor home. Sorry, and people are like, what do you think this could mean? Ooh, I don't know. Probably nothing. Who knows? But my theory is he wants to get in contact with Logan Sargent for the second Red Bull seat.
100%. Oh my god. And
That's it.
Finally,
That's
someone
definitely
said
it.
I feel like it's something
Yeah.
the media hasn't picked up onto yet. So you're definitely going to be making
can't-
headlines with that take.
You can't make a short out of this because if somebody just sees that out of context, they're gonna think I'm dead fucking serious and I'm gonna get burned at the stake.
Predictions time. Jesus Christ. Okay. So I don't know if are we doing sprint and race?
No, we won't do sprint predictions. We'll just do the race.
Okay. Fair. Only race
Only race
predictions.
predictions.
I'm going to say this. This is going to be quite a rough one. I'm going to say race will be 2 McLarens on the podium, which I feel like is it's not safe, but it's somewhat realistic. Then it will be Max Verstappen is not going to be finishing in the top 5. That's quite the rough
Okay.
one. And lastly, I will say Albon will be outperforming Colapinto this weekend.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely.
So they're two hard odds, one kind of safe.
My first one is going to be the podium. We'll have a McLaren and 2 Ferraris. In any order.
Okay.
My second prediction is going to be that Max will. Oh, I guess we're not doing sprint. I was gonna say Max would win the sprint, but obviously not be on the podium in the actual race. But I can't say that. I'm gonna say Yuki Tsunoda. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna double down. Yuki Tsunoda will have a bounce back weekend. He's had a couple rough weekends in a row, and he's gonna finish above Liam Lawson. If I say this and he fucks it up again, then I'm. You know what? Then
You
fuck
lose 2
Yuki
points.
Tsunoda.
You're like a minus one.
That's not fair. No. All right. And lastly, I'm going to say there will be an Aston Martin in the top 8. Specifically, Fernando Alonso.
What? Top 8? Did I miss something? Where did they finish in FP1?
Alonso finished P9. Fernando Alonso will finish in the top 10. I'm going to change that. Fernando Alonso will finish in the top 10.
All right.
Fernando Alonso will get points this weekend. I could say Aston Martin, but Lance Stroll won't get points. And if he doesn't end up getting points, and I said that, I'm going to be pissed.
Fastest lap doesn't count.
Well, of course.
No, it doesn't make sense either because he would
need points to get the point.
We'll just
Yeah, that was a bad comment.
We're not going to talk about it.
That was
We're
a-
not
that was-
going to talk about it.
Are you even a real
gonna
F1
talk
fan?
about that. Oh, I'm such a Drive to Survive fan.
Get this guy out of the podcast. Replacing you. All
For
right.
real.
It was
With
a bit of a
Alpine
shorter
fans.
episode. Just the 20-minute little preview. We don't have a ton to talk about. Not a ton has happened since our last recording. So mostly just going to be some predictions here. But make sure to tune in for our race review, Grand Prix review. Hopefully coming out Sunday, the day of the race. And then, I think follow us on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, all the places, Spotify. And goodbye.
Goodbye.